So, I did the Brazen Talks with the fabulous Brazen authors of September, and it kind of put a little bee in my bonnet, so I decided I was going to try my hand at the whole vlogging thing. We will see how it goes. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about how books are like dating. Now, normally we hear that, you know, trying to find agents and or editors is a lot like dating, because you're like, I like you! I like you so much! Do you like me? Because I like you. Ah! And you don't know if, I mean, it's eerily similar to trying to figure out if that boy, girl, person of interest actually wants to date you, or, you know, or if they just, you know, have no interest whatsoever. That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about how books, actually writing books is a lot like dating. Now, sometimes you are like, say, Stephanie Meyer, which is the most prominent person to use for this example, and you lose your V card to prom to this person, and they put a ring on it, and then you go on to make fabulous little book babies and movie babies that make you like a gajillion billion dollars, which is totally a technical term, on your first book. Your first book just hits it out of the park and is magic and gold, and everyone loves you and creates this crazy fan base that, you know, it's like a unicorn, a shiny, sparkly unicorn of magic. If you're one of those people that can do that and does that, then, you know, high five, you're awesome, genuinely awesome, cool. Most of us aren't that fortunate by any means. We have a little bit more rocky journey. We start out with the book that might look really sexy in that motorcycle jacket, and make your naughty bits tingle, but in reality is some pretty terrible cliches all cobbled together with not so great intentions, like your first boyfriend. Or, you know, you have the countless false starts that we don't ever have to talk about how many, that, you know, you get 20 to 30,000 words in and you're just like, yeah, this is so great. And then it just peters off and disappears into the ether, and like dating. So, or, you know, you have that book that looks really good in your head, and it's just, man, it's hilarious and funny, which is also the same thing as hilarious. And you know, it's super cute, and again, naughty bits tingle when you make out. Except it's not really going anywhere. And there's absolutely nothing within this book that can sustain a plot for the amount of time needed that people will actually want to read it at all. Again, like dating. So, but then you have the ones that just hit it out of the park, and you are in love, and they buy you flowers, and they take you on sweet dates, and, you know, more making out, and they put a ring on it, or whatever you so choose, marriage or not. We're gonna go with marriage in this situation. So, and you marry, and you sell that book, and it's awesome. Except then the real work begins, because you have to edit it, and by the end of this editing process, you're pretty sure you hate that book and you want to burn it with fire. Which, I'm not going to say is like marriage, but it takes work. And then, you know, you come through on the other side and it's almost a second honeymoon, and you're like, damn, that book is pretty sexy. So basically, authors are super fortunate that we get to go through this whole process repeatedly with each new book. Which doesn't sound so good when you put it like that, the burning with fire bits, but really, we get to fall in love over and over and over again and experience those first tingles and the whole process just with each new book, which is a blessing in itself, because I wouldn't trade my job for the world, and I know pretty much every author I know feels the same way. So that's how books are like dating. I'm going to try to do this once a week. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure I can find super awesome stuff to talk about, and hopefully y'all will actually want to see. Subscribe to my channel, and I will be back soon.